right now Haney is calling out Xander, right? Do you think Haney's calling out Xander to avoid the smoke by you and say, you know what, I'm going to put myself against a bigger guy, somebody that thinks, I don't have a chance of beating this guy, to really avoid Shakur?
Nah, I don't think he's thinking like that. I think we all fighters. We all fight against each other when the money is on the line and the lights is bright. We're getting there and fight against each other. So, nah, I don't think he's thinking like that. He probably just want to compete with me as far as like big weight world champion, maybe.
Shakur.
What it do so with the camera sound like a lamb. Big boss out, bounce dog, can't poke through the door. The talk to box, figure my soliloquy. Touch times, no less, can be produced and officer called me the pilot. I may be mad at peak game, 84s in one swing. All right, so Shakur Stevenson was asked about Devin Haney. You heard the audio. We clutched up, talk about that boxing. He was asked about Devin Haney. He basically was asking, is Devin Haney afraid to fight certain fights, and stuff like that. And Shakur Stevenson was basically like, nah, he said, I believe Devin Haney is just in competition. He's a fighter. I believe he want to fight everybody, but I think he's just trying to be four division champion like me. He said, that's what I believe. You know what I mean? How I feel about it is this, right? I do think Devin Haney is just trying to find ways to collect belts to validate himself more, right? Because you got pretty good fights at 147 that you can fight, right? You got Ryan Garcia, which I feel like that's a fight you need to fight. Like, you need to rematch him. I get it. Ryan was like, oh, nah, I don't want to fight Devin Haney no more. But you the one talking about, oh, nah, I don't want to fight. That ship is sealed. No, you need to fight Ryan Garcia. That's a fight that you need to fight. That's not a fight that's negotiable. I don't understand how you sitting there and you just like, oh, man, I don't want to fight him. Like, that ship is sealed because he ain't enrolled in Vado. Bro, he's finna fight Mario Barrios, right? For a belt. Okay? You're a champion. If Ryan Garcia beats Mario Barrios because the WBC champion of the world, think about this. Think about how much bigger that fight is. You see what I'm saying? So I don't understand, his logic. But you're going after Xander Zayas at another weight class at 154 for what? You know what I mean? Xander Zayas, to me, and I'm just keeping it 1,000, is food. You know what I mean? He's food, bro, at 154. Right? Top Rank is moving him how they're moving him. And Devin Haney already revealed to the world that Top Rank has careful matchmaking. They know how to move their fighters and make their fighters look a certain way. Right? And I think they're doing it with Xander Zayas. Now, I'm just speaking freely. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the dude not good, but look what they doing with him. They just putting him in matchups with fights where they're winnable fights for him. They're not putting him in no tough fights. You know what I mean? They're not looking to make a Virgil or a Boots fight or, a Jamel Charlo fight, a Errol Spence fight. Like, they trying to collect all the belts, right? That's what they trying to do. So they got Xander Zayas on his belt run. They trying to get him to go fight Josh Kelly so he can get that third belt, right? That's what it boils down to. They're trying to build this guy up by getting belts. You know what I mean? But Devin Haney, he looking like, he got 2 belts. Let me go 154. Devin Haney ain't trying to stay at 154. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to step there and compete. He's not trying to step there, right? And fight Boots at 154, fight Errol Spence at 154, or, Jamel Charlo at 150. He's not trying to do that. Those are dangerous fights for Devin Haney, by the way. I'm not going to lie to you. Those are dangerous fights. You know what I mean? Errol, it just depends on how Errol, look when he come back. We don't know. Some people saying Errol is done. Some people saying, Terence Crawford took a lot out of Errol. You know what I mean? All this other stuff. So, I mean, we don't know. Like, and truthfully, we don't know. We don't know what he gonna look like. We could speculate and say, stuff. I'm gonna drop a video on here talking about that. But all I'm saying at the end of the day is that when you analyze this stuff, bro, I do think Devin Haney is trying to basically stat pad, right? What do I mean, stat pad? He's trying to go after guys who he know is stylistically he can beat them, right? And they're a name or they got something that can make him look good. Pause. That's what it boils down to. You see what I'm saying? So I partially agree with Shakur Stevenson. Like, hey, he just trying to get this next belt. That's what he's trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? He's just trying to get this next belt, so he can also say, hey, I'm a 4-division world champion, right? So that's what it boils down to. Xander Zayas got 2 of them, right? Now, Shakur technically got 2. He got the Ring Magazine and the WBL belt at 140, right? Technically. But sanctioning body-wise, he got 1. You see what I'm saying? So Devin Haney was to fight Xander Zayas, which I believe is smoke and mirrors. I think it's to distract him from the real issues. He trying to avoid getting a fight with Keyshawn Davis. That's what I think. But I think that if this is the case, I agree with Shakur. Like, I don't think Devin Haney ducking or wreck. I think he'll fight people. His resume definitely shows that. But I think he chooses when he wants to fight people, right? So he waits till he sees like a slippage, and then he'll fight you. You see what I'm saying? Shakur did the same thing with Teofimo. He looked at the landscape at 140 and said, I'll fight Teofimo, right? And I know people can be like, oh, he beat Teofimo. Teofimo got a press resume. Teofimo do got a press resume. But everybody knows Teofimo's weakness, right? You watch boxing, you know his weakness. His weakness showed against lesser opponents, Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz. Go watch those fights, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So even, I think it was it Coda? I forgot who it was. It was a dude he fought when he first moved up to 40, right? And the dude sat there and said, oh, do I still got it? I think it was either Sandor Martin. It was that fight or Sandor Martin where he said that. I can't remember. He was like, do I still got it, guys? So, like, he ain't mentally strong, bro. Like, he's relying on other people to push belief in him. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, pause. That's how crazy. Bob just said, bro, like, he don't believe in himself. You know what I mean? He in there, like, you know what I mean? The only way Teofimo fight well is when people praise him. If everybody against him and talking crazy to him, he don't fight well. So, that's what it boils down to. Y'all let me know what y'all think.